Coming in from the top bosses at Wipro in their earnings press conference. Let's take the conversation ahead. We have Mr. Aditya Shah, founder at Hercules Advisor, joining us on the show to help us break down the Wipro earnings numbers. Aditya, thank you so much for your time today. First up, give us your sense right off the bat on Wipro numbers. Numbers are looking largely in line. Talk to us about what stands out. And while the numbers look in line on one hand, you have that constant currency growth that's come in at just 0.2 on the lower end of that 0 to 2% guidance. First, let's break down these numbers, and then next up we'll talk about the guidance. But first, give us your sense here.
A steady set of numbers, little bit weakish. The constant currency growth has disappointed as much as I have seen. It has disappointed the street. It is on the lower end. The margins are at about, the EBIT margins are at about 17.3%. Which is a tad bit better than expected. So from my analysis, the result seems steady. There is a miss on the constant currency growth, whereas the margins continue to be better. More details as we go on to the phone call. Then we will get more details. But steady set of numbers, slightly on the
weakish side. Aditya, what are you making of the guidance cut that has come in? 0 to 2% was the guidance for Q4, and going ahead for Q1 FY27, it's been revised to -2 to 0% on the downside. What is your take over here, given that they've already reported constant currency on the lower end of their band right now? Going ahead, how achievable does this feel, and what are you making of this guidance cut?
So I think that in the next 2 quarters as well, Wipro will be on the lower end of the band. This quarter, as I said, it has been disappointing. The growth has been disappointing. And even though they have divided downwards, I don't think the Wipro will be able to touch the higher band in the next 2 quarters as well. So it is a tad bit disappointing. I think the stock price will adjust to this.
And any color on the deal win number that they've given? I'm trying to get out that number for you. Large deal bookings was at 1,440 million. Total bookings was at 3,455 million. Aditya, any opinion on this? Any view on their bookings number?
So I think TCS's number was far bit more stronger. So overall, as I said, TCS number was much better. Wipro's number is a tad bit on the lower side as you compare it to TCS. So steady set, nothing to complain about as such, but little bit on the weaker side.
Before we let you go, your sense on the buyback that they've announced, a buyback worth 15,000 crore rupees at a price of 250 rupees per share. The stock has closed at 210. Your view on this?
The company wanted to give money back. Buyback is the way that they are wanting to give back money. That is one part of it. I would be more interested into understanding how they are using the other 41,500 cash flow for their AI investments per se. So buyback is nothing of a surprise. The street already knew that the buyback would happen. So 250 price is a little bit okay. The acceptance ratio for retail will be really very low. So that's how it is. And the results, I think the stock price could see some bit of correction with these kinds of results.